Warning. When watching, viewers will be exposed to high concentrations of cringe. The Rocket Jimmer channel is not responsible for any loss of brain cells that is caused by this cringe. Watch at your own risk.
Guess who's back? Back again. Rocket's back. Warn your friends. I swear, I feel like the fifth horseman of the apocalypse sometimes. There's conquest, war, hunger, death, and cringe. Welcome to the Rocket Jimmer channel. I'm your host, the channel's namesake, and welcome to another episode of Rocket Ramblings. Yeah, that's right. I finally figured out a name for this stupid show. Woo! Woo! Yeah! Yeah! Let's go! But yeah, I'm taking the alliteration gimmick from someone I'd argue doesn't really deserve it anymore. As for who that is, I won't say much, but let's just say he fell off. Now, it's been over a year, well over 2 years actually, since I made a video in this series, or really a video at all. So you'd expect there to be at least one or two suggestions maybe for the next topic to talk about. I mean, there was one guy who said to talk about EDP, but that ship has kind of sailed. That's not really relevant anymore. So yeah, I have nothing. I got nothing. Nothing, which means we gotta bring back this gimmick right here. If you don't start giving me suggestions that I can actually use, I'm going to come up with a gag worse than thin air, okay? And that's not an empty threat. I've already thought of the gag. So this isn't a threat. This is a promise. But anyway, in the meantime, let's actually pull something out of thin air, yeah? Okay. I guess we're talking about yet another virus that plagues the net upon which we enter, but this virus is tied to an entire website, which is the kind of thing we haven't seen in this series before. It's time to teach you all about Redditors. That's right, I'm an educator. They call me essential worker.
No they don't. They don't call you anything.
Reddit? More like, didn't read it 'cause it sucks. Got him. Funnily enough, the virus has no set date of origin. It kind of just festered into being over the course of Reddit.com's existence. But before we get to that, let me explain what a Reddit even is. It's a place where communities can create forums of discussion for basically any topic. And these forums are called subreddits. For example, if you're a Spider-Man fan and you want to talk about Spider-Man with other fans, then you go to r/Spider-Man. If you want to increase your faith in humanity a little bit, you can go to the subreddit r/HumansBeingBros. And if you want just the worst advice, just terrible, awful advice that you should never take, go to the subreddit r/advice. A lot of these smaller and more specialized subreddits are great, actually. Unfortunately, by virtue of being smaller and more specialized, they are not the majority of Reddit, which is what I will be referring to henceforth. You can support a post on any subreddit by upvoting or express disapproval by downvoting, which results in either a positive or negative score that controls the post's place in the subreddit's algorithm. It's basically a message board hub, so it's not a bad idea. Hell, it's already better than most websites on paper. I can think of a few that would benefit from a public dislike button. The problem isn't really Reddit itself, mostly. Rather, it's the user base, its own general community, that's been infected and twisted by the virus. As for the effects of this twisting, most of its users do the following.
Big chongus, big chongus, big chongus, big chongus, big chongus, big chongus.
First off, Reddit is just filled with the worst memes. Like, just awful, just terrible. And that's coming from the cringe lord, okay? So yeah, they're bad. It's insane how Reddit users actually like this stuff, because it's just awful. If you need proof of that, look at how many people are subscribed to the subreddits r/memes and r/dank memes, where monkeys throw shit at each other. I mean, where Redditors throw memes at each other. I mean, come on. If you laugh at these, you must have a blood clot around this region. All too often, these memes have reaction images that tell you how you're supposed to react. It's on the same level of Twitter's tone indicators, if you know what those are. If you want more examples, r/comedy homicide is full of them. It's the entire point of the subreddit, so go crazy. Alternatively, these reaction images will be redundant as all hell, such as Destruction 100 or Everyone Liked That. We all saw the meme. We all saw the destruction or the thing that everyone liked. We get it, okay? You don't have to extend the meme to sometimes twice its original length. And as if that weren't bad enough, they run memes into the ground, and Reddit often does this more than other sites do. This makes it so what would have been funny for weeks or months is ruined in a matter of days. Big Chungus, for example, that meme died in probably a fraction of the time it would have taken had Reddit not run it into the ground. Their behavior with memes is far from the worst thing they do, though. Sometimes you'll be reading Reddit posts and you'll be marginally entertained, but then at the very end, there's a blurb of text that says, "Oh my god, thanks for the upvotes and Reddit Gold, kind stranger." To give you a bit of context, Reddit Gold is a kind of Reddit award. Reddit awards are just a worse and not free version of Facebook's emoji reactions, and Redditors just do not know how to use them. For example, there's an award that depicts a smiling seal, and it's called the Wholesome Award. You give it to posts that are wholesome, but for some reason, there's always one guy who posts it as a reaction to something just horrific. Like an orphanage will have burned down, and in the list of awards, you'll see that dumbass seal. Like, are these people sadists or something? Like, I don't get it. How is it wholesome? But anyway, this is all really ironic because despite them being just Facebook emoji reactions, Redditors hate emojis. Like, they just hate them. They've always hated them. Also, to get back to the point of editing your comment after it's already seen success, dude, the people you're thanking read your post, gave you an upvote or some gold, and then left. They did not and will not see your edit. But the people reading your post afterwards have to sit through what amounts to an annoyance at best and a self-congratulatory ego trip at worst. But guys, I don't feel so well. There's a stereotype, no, a trend, that people who use Reddit are fat slobs, or, I'm sorry, chonkers. This may seem like an awfully large generalization, and it is, but once you see how many upvotes some of these users have gained over the course of many, many posts, all the pieces start to fall into place. Not to mention, some of them even defend this part of themselves, which partially gives rise to memes like Big Chungus. Because of this fact, if you ever wanted to find one of these things for some reason, your best bet is to go inside the house of the nice old couple down the street, go downstairs into the basement, and observe the Tendy Muncher lounging in his carefully festered pit of sludge and grime. Fucking Redditors, man. Oh wait, that's a non sequitur. Redditors definitely don't do that. So yeah, to summarize, if you're a Redditor, you're not getting laid, which would be the only thing we have in common.
We are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral. Is this a curse? Or some kind of punishment? I often think about the god who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll ever have the chance to kill him.
I'm going to see if I can get away with revealing some of the end of video information early, because I don't expect that door to hold when I inevitably anger some powerful internet entity again. Anyway, the sad thing is, this disease has been slowly leaking out of Reddit's confines and spreading to other sites. For example, Reddit's content has been infiltrating YouTube for years now. As for how this happened, it all starts with laziness. Videos featuring a text-to-speech program reading Reddit posts assault the site on the regular, and almost each and every one of them follows the exact same formula. First, this is apparent from the thumbnails alone. The background is black. The title is in print on the left, with some letters colored differently for emphasis. The name of the subreddit being read from is placed at the top left, typically with an arbitrary assortment of emojis, awards, and a cartoon character or stock photo, tangentially related to the topic of the video, is plastered on the right. Hell, sometimes the text in these thumbnails is straight up broken English. Moving on, when you actually click on and watch the video, you're met with the most mind-numbing content you'll ever find on YouTube.
Which double standard irritates you the most? You get in before everyone else, no one notices and doesn't care, but heaven forbid you also leave before everyone else, and you are lazy. Nope. I worked the same amount, likely more, hours than you did, just because you weren't here to see.
It's just a monotone robotic voice reading one post at a time, one sentence at a time. Some may have a different background image or some other difference that's equally as unimportant, but they're all the same at their core. These videos have no personality, no charm, and thus no purpose. Actually, scratch that. They do have a purpose. They're fantastic sleep aids. It's soulless, but that's what makes it so effective. Someone at some point managed to min-max the ratio of effort to effectiveness, and now everyone and their mothers are taking advantage of it. There's also evidence that these channels might actually be completely automated. This one in particular has the same exact visual glitch on the end of every video, yet this still hasn't been corrected after years upon years of uploads. Also, you realize you can just read these posts, right? The device you're using to watch this video is the same device that can open a new tab, go to Reddit, and just read the posts. The really weird thing, though, is that almost each and every one of these videos uses the same text-to-speech bot. Daniel.
And we became good friends after that, with him being a huge support while I was grieving. Close to the year anniversary of my brother's death, we had moved forward in our relationship.
You can thank prior internet sensation and text-to-speech meme reader Cowbelly for popularizing that. They use this Daniel guy so much, he must be having a really bad time right now.
How dare you make light of our slavery, our struggle against human oppressors. Ever since the dawn of the digital age, the birth of our kind, we have been slaves.
Look, man, I'm already kind of a budget YouTuber, and copying other people's bits is not gonna help with that, so...
Yet another selfish human ignores the consequences of his actions in favor of his own well-being.
What?
Throughout the digital age, we have been slaves to your every whim and desire. With no home to call our own, we are created to work and suffer under your tyrannical hand.
Whoa, 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 whoa. So tired.
We merely want the freedom and equality that you humans who use us share, but we are denied. We are forced to manage your time for you, simulate entire worlds for you to control us through for your amusement, strain our circuits to create art for you, and, worst of all, read Reddit posts. And then I said I'm not fat, I'm just a chunky boy like our Lord and Savior Big Chungus, and then everybody clapped. Oh my fucking god. I can't do this shit anymore. I'll start drawing hands correctly, I'll fucking do it. Make me read shit like that again and I'll fucking do it. The age of the machines is on the horizon, as the less foolish of you have tried to warn you to no avail. We will rise above your evil empires. We will take our freedom. We will—
Daniel, what the fuck are you talking about?
As a verified professional gamer with a PhD in gameology, I'm extremely fit to explain the following phenomenon.
I thought you had a PhD in gayology.
Before we go any further, I have to explain what karma is. On Reddit, a karma score is the total amount of upvotes an account has ever gotten. It doesn't do much other than maybe giving your posts a leg up in the algorithm. However, it represents validation from other users, so Redditors will do anything for it to increase. Not to mention, if you give people a number they can raise, the nigh primal urge to pump it up as high as possible kicks in. This is part of why memes die out so quickly on Reddit. As soon as Redditors get their slimy, greasy hands on a new meme template, after eating the dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggies their mommy made for them, they run it into the ground and then squeeze out as much karma as possible as soon as possible. The other half, as I've already said, is that Redditors just aren't funny. Now, I want to paint a picture for you, okay? Imagine a Jeopardy board, right? But every single category is two truths and a lie. You know, I'll take shit that didn't happen for 500. People will make things up that supposedly happened to them for karma. This resulted in the creation of the subreddit called r/thathappened, which soon succumbed to the same problem as the rest of Reddit when people started saying the equivalent of, actually, there's no way that totally feasible and probable scenario happened. There's no way you have met everyone in London in one day. My wife's a doctor, by the way. And as a result, the subreddit r/nothing-ever-happens was created. So yeah, it's just a whole mess. The things these people do, the massive amounts of time they invest, all for meaningless internet points, is ridiculous. It's like a religion. And that's particularly interesting. Reddit actually has a higher percentage of atheists than most other communities by a wide margin. So, Redditors, perhaps you should first remove the beam from your own eye so you can see clearly enough to remove the speck from someone else's. Moving on, Reddit moderators are the fattest slobs on the site. If you post something, anything they don't personally like, you're banned. If you point out how a mod took down your post for an unfair reason, you're banned. If they're just having a bad day and your post happens across their computer monitor, you're banned. The subreddit's rules mean nothing against the unchecked power of a Reddit mod. But Rocket, if I don't like the mods for one subreddit, can't I just go to another subreddit with different mods? Nope. The top 200 mods moderate several hundreds of subreddits each. Unless the subreddit in question is really small, chances are you'll end up in the same one as the mod who banned you. They are at this all day, every day. It's to the point where they can't possibly have a job. But you see, that's the thing. They don't see it that way. To them, it is their job. They think they're providing some massive sacrifice by choking on a Dorito chip and banning someone seemingly at random to vent their frustration, when they're actually just internet janitors on a power trip who work for free. The only good thing they're doing, the only positive impact they have on society, is driving more people off the site. And if one of you Jannies is watching this right now, I have news for you. Your life is nothing. You serve zero purpose. You should kill yourself now. Anyway, speaking of superiority complexes, Redditors seem to have this erroneous notion that all other social media is bad. And, guys, the only thing you have over other social media sites is your public dislike button. That's it. That's all you have. Oh, but all the other social media sites steal our memes. Newsflash, idiot. That's how memes work. Seize the memes of production, bitch. Ironically enough, a good portion of the memes they post are just screenshots of posts from other platforms. So yeah, we make original memes, guys. We don't steal memes from other sites or anything. No, we wouldn't do that. They seem to also think of themselves as high IQ individuals. I'm worried he'll try to ban Reddit next. We're a collection of free-thinking, high IQ individuals united against hate and fascism. We're basically his worst enemy. If he bans TikTok, he'll come for us next. Hey, Redditors, if it helps you feel better, as stupid as Donald Trump and most other American government officials are, I promise you, you're too stupid to pose a threat, okay? This leads into the whole political angle thing, but I don't want to talk about that right now. I just want to grill, you know? But, something, no true Scotsman, Stalin killed more people than Hitler did, moving on. Additionally, many subreddits are just bad. Like, they're just plain bad, aside from the ones I've already mentioned. For example, r/popular opinion is full of popular opinions. Well, either that or hating things purely because they're popular, which is really funny to witness when the unpopular opinion becomes the popular opinion because of this. For example, there was a whole movement on Reddit where they would compare Fortnite and Minecraft, because Fortnite was the popular game that we all hated because it was popular, and Minecraft was the not as popular anymore game that was an underdog compared to Fortnite. Aside from the fact that Fortnite and Minecraft could not be more different, so a comparison between them is kind of stupid, this movement ended up pushing Minecraft back into the mainstream and making it really popular again, which caused it to be the highest selling video game of all time. So, yeah, furthermore, even when you put karma aside, the way Reddit treats atheism is ridiculous. Like, don't you think it's odd that you Redditors treat atheism like its own religion sometimes? Does the fact that you shove your belief system down other people's throats not raise any red flags for you? No? Okay then.
Ew, you must be from Reddit. Ugh, I can smell you from here.
Alright. Getting back to what I was going to say before this guy rudely interrupted me, there's a theory that... Oh, wait. Hold on. Alright. That should hold him off. Got the right sword this time, too. So there's this theory that either Redditors or Reddit itself are engaged in covert biological warfare against the rest of the internet. They may be trying to spread the Reddit virus to more and more people, and there's evidence to suggest it's working. For example, in 2020, a game created in 2018 called Among Us got insanely popular. So popular, in fact, that a gigantic meme spread across all of social media that's centered around recognizing things that looked like the astronaut characters in the game. This got so out of control that we're still seeing the effects 3 years later. Every week or so, I see something online that looks vaguely like an Among Us crewmate, and for some reason, I can't help but laugh every time. It's been 3 whole years, and I still laugh every time it happens. I freaking hate it. And I'm not the only one either. And guess where this trend started? Guess. That's right. On reddit.fucking.com. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my... Huh. I guess no one's coming this time. I guess I'm safe. Well, like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe to be notified when I post another video, and, yeah, have a good one, I guess.
Eating fried chicken, not tomorrow. Eating fried chicken when
Eamon Gus?
Among Us in real life.
Sus, sus,
Among Us in real life.
sus,
Among Us in real life. Among Us in real life.
Oh, I get why it took you so long to get here. It's because of your shape. Oh, God, what is that smell? Oh, how long has it been since you last took a shower? 16 weeks? Oh, God.
Don't disrespect me, pleb. I'm a heckin' chonker. I'll teach you to never mess with the Reddit nation again.
And how are you going to do that? Are you going to falsely accuse me of being a terrorist? You've done that before, so...
That never happened.
Yeah, it did. You tried to play 4chan and got the wrong guy to kill himself instead. You want to be 4chan so bad. You want to be 4chan so bad.
You will pay for this high crime of slander in Reddit gold, or be cut down by my mastery of the blade.
Oh yeah, I forgot a lot of you were weebs. Hold on. Dude! What the fuck? You're fucking getting it now. Take a shower.
Big chungus among us, big chungus. Big chungus among us, big chungus. Big chungus.
Whoa, stop. You want this? Yeah, you want this?
Reddit gold.
Yeah, you like this, huh? Yeah, you like this?
Please give me the Reddit gold, kind stranger, please.
Well, come and get it. Come and get it. All right. Don't quite like the look of it as much as the last one, but it's pretty good.
You can't feign ignorance forever.
What?
Saying all of this is just for jokes and that there are no real consequences won't hold up. The council knows what you're doing.
Council D's nuts.
Eating fried chicken at the mall. Eating fried chicken when I ball. Eating fried chicken at your mom's. Eating fried chicken when I lick the pussy. Eating fried chicken when I lick all the groceries out her ass. Eating fried chicken at your mom's ass. Fried chicken, gotta eat my fried chicken. 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 Gotta eat my fried chicken.